it looks like my garden season is over for the year. We normally do get snow in October, but not this much. We had an early frost about a month ago, and so I'd already harvested a lot, but most of my plants made it through that initial frost and they were still producing. So just a few days ago I was out here scrambling to get everything in before it got cold. It's supposed to be about 10 degrees tonight. So I was able to get most of my plants out of here. I still have salad greens in the greenhouse behind me. We'll see how they fare when it gets that cold because my greenhouse isn't heated. And then I still have carrots. Usually I have better luck with pulling those and putting them in cold storage for the winter. I know some people do keep them out in the garden in my area, but you have to mulch them, and when I mulch them I have problems with mice getting to them. So I really would have preferred to have all those dug. I did get my seed carrots dug and some for us to eat the next week or two, but as soon as this snow melts I'll have to go dig some more. And then my cow here is looking for beets. We still do have some beets in the ground that I didn't get up. We grow the giant mango beets for the livestock, and so those are just right here on the edge of the garden. Whenever I come out here, she starts mooing, looking for a handout. But we'll use those up over the next few weeks here. They're probably fine down in the ground under the snow. And they don't have to be perfect since they're just going to be livestock feed anyway. I still have some kale out here that may or may not bounce back, but most of this is done for the year. You can see there's my raspberry patch. And I still have some turkeys out here in one of my turkey tractors. This was all garden just a few days ago. Out here I still have some meat birds in my chicken tractors. These I definitely would have preferred to have gotten butchered before now, and they are ready this week. I had it on my schedule to butcher this week, but I can't get to my hoses or anything, and it's really not practical to butcher when it's this cold, so they'll have to hang in there another week. But I definitely don't like having birds in these in the wintertime because I can't move the chicken tractors, so they end up just sitting in mud, not getting moved to fresh grass every day. And there are quite a few out here, but they're doing okay. These tractors got quite a layer of snow on them, so the chickens have some insulation in here. I'm making sure that they have food, thawing their water a couple times a day. One thing we have had problems with is that this electric fence is grounded in the snow and not really doing anything. So we had a predator get in here a couple of days ago, and it wiped out a bunch of my Cornish crosses, and these that are left, a lot of them are injured. One thing that is really hard to take care of in this weather is the goat. Since she's still in milk, I milk outdoors, so I'm having to brush the snow off her milking stand, wear gloves, and then as soon as we wash her udder, we've got to dry it off fast, milk as quickly as we can so that her udder doesn't freeze while it's damp, and then dry off any milk that's left on there. It's not pleasant, but so far it has been doable. Usually we're drying her up this time of year and sending her to the breeder again, but this year she didn't kid until June, so she hasn't been in milk that long, and I'd really like to get some more milk out of her. The turkeys are doing okay out here. I've been a little worried because some of these in this pen are pretty young, but so far they're doing fine. I just need to make sure that they get in their shelter at night. Turkeys love to perch on top of their shelter. And in this kind of weather, they'll get completely buried in snow. It's surprising how cold hardy turkeys are. In other ways, they're usually not as hardy as chickens, and I lose a lot more, especially as poults. But with this kind of weather, they do pretty well. And they've been, well, I've been putting them in their shelter at night, but most of the daytime they're just out here in the weather, getting snowed on. They don't really care. The ducks are pretty happy in this kind of weather. They actually seem to like the snow. They'll almost swim in it when it's this deep. It's pretty funny to watch. They don't spend much time in their house. They put themselves to bed at night, but they're still out here most of the day, just hanging out in the snow. The chickens will stay in their coop in this kind of weather. They usually won't venture out hardly at all.
Do you enjoy the challenge of gardening? So do I. That's why I began saving seeds from my garden more than 10 years ago. Saving seeds was a lot of fun, but I quickly discovered how much I didn't know, like how my pumpkins turned into pumpkininis and sweet peppers turned hot. Since I first started, I've learned from other seed savers, read just about every seed saving book out there, and each year put it all into practice in my own garden. I've combined everything I've learned into an easy online course that simplifies seed saving for beginners. With Simple Seed Saving, you can begin successfully saving seeds from your garden today. Simple Seed Saving gives you all the info you need to prevent unwanted crossing, save pure seeds from all of your plants to grow next year. The course includes handy reference charts, printable seed packets, and access to a private Facebook group where you can ask questions anytime. Saving seeds is a great way to save money, preserve your favorite seed varieties, and become less dependent on the grocery store. Start saving seeds today.